Welcome to the GMG Business Blueprint, where real people build real businesses, starting simple and scaling smart. I'm Audrey Bell-Kearney, and 3 times a week, I break down practical business blueprints you can actually use without hype, jargon, or tech overwhelm. If you're ready to turn ideas into income and build something real, you're in the right place. Okay, so here's something wild. Americans spend over $100 billion on their pets every year. And a big chunk of that, it's on treats. Today, we're diving into how you can turn that into a business for under $500.
That's such a huge number. I mean, $100 billion? It's no wonder the pet industry is booming. But starting a business for less than $500? That sounds almost too good to be true.
It does, but it's actually very doable. The idea is to start a home-based pet treats business. You make simple, homemade dog treats, sometimes cat treats too, and sell them at farmers markets, festivals, or even online for local delivery. It's a cottage food business, so you're working from your own kitchen, which keeps costs super low.
That's such a smart way to keep overhead down. You're not renting a storefront or investing in expensive equipment. But what makes this such a low-risk startup?
A few things. First, the ingredients are super simple. Think peanut butter, oats, pumpkin, and sweet potato. Most people already have the basic kitchen tools they need, like mixing bowls and baking sheets. Plus, you're starting with small batches, so you're not committing to a ton of inventory right away. And because you're selling directly to consumers, the profit margins are really high.
That's a great point. You're cutting out the middleman and keeping it personal. But I'm guessing the pet industry itself plays a big role in why this works, right?
Absolutely. The pet industry is massive and it's only growing. People are treating their pets like family. So there's a huge demand for high quality, natural, even human grade treats. And premium treats are one of the fastest growing categories in the market.
That makes sense. People want the best for their pets, especially when it comes to food. So, how do the margins look for something like this?
They're actually really solid. For example, the cost to make a bag of treats, including ingredients and packaging, might be around $2 to $3. You can sell that same bag for $8 to $12, which gives you a gross margin of 60 to 75%. That's a great setup for a side hustle or even a family business.
That's impressive. And it sounds like it's scalable too. You could start small and grow it over time.
Exactly. You can begin with just a few recipes and a basic setup at farmers markets. Then, as you reinvest your profits, you can upgrade your packaging, get a professional logo, or even build a website. Over time, you can add more flavors, subscription boxes, or wholesale accounts. The guide even suggests that within 12 to 18 months, you could aim for $3,000 to $5,000 a month.
That's incredible. Okay, let's break this down. How does this all stay under $500 to start?
It's all about keeping it simple and using what you already have. The guide breaks it down like this: licensing and permits might cost around $100, initial ingredients about $120, packaging and labels $80, and a basic market booth setup $125. Throw in $25 for software or payment tools and a $50 miscellaneous buffer, and you're at $500 or less.
That's so manageable. And I assume the guide emphasizes starting with just a few recipes to keep things streamlined.
Exactly. The idea is to focus on 3 to 4 core recipes. For example, peanut butter oat bites are a beginner friendly classic, pumpkin digestive treats cater to seasonal demand, and sweet potato chews offer a grain free option. There's also room for premium items like birthday cupcakes or holiday gift packs.
I love the idea of holiday gift packs. People go all out for their pets during the holidays. And what about the target market? Who are these treats for?
The primary customers are dog owners, especially those between the ages of 25 and 60. Families with pets, health conscious pet parents, and farmers market shoppers are key demographics. These are people who treat their pets like family and want to know exactly what's in the food they're giving them.
That makes sense. And I imagine there's a secondary market too.
Definitely. Secondary clients include local pet boutiques, groomers, dog trainers, and daycare centers. These are great for creating recurring bulk orders, especially if you build strong partnerships with them.
Speaking of partnerships, how does the guide suggest getting clients? What's the marketing strategy?
It's a mix of grassroots and digital strategies. For farmers markets, you want to secure your booth early, offer free samples, and display your ingredient list clearly. Social media is another big one. Post local dog photos, share behind the scenes baking content, and use local hashtags. You can also partner with groomers by offering referral commissions or leaving sample jars in their lobbies.
And I assume loyalty programs and giveaways are part of the mix too.
Absolutely. A simple loyalty card, buy 5 bags, get one free, encourages repeat buyers. Giveaways like tag a dog lover on social media can also help you build a local following quickly. And don't underestimate the power of local Facebook groups. Sharing testimonials or offering a first batch discount can go a long way.
Okay, so we've got the marketing, the recipes, and the startup costs. What about scaling up? How do you grow this business beyond the initial $500 investment?
The guide suggests reinvesting your early profits into things like better packaging, a professional logo, or a website with local ordering options. As you grow, you can raise your prices gradually, add more flavors, and secure wholesale accounts. Eventually, you could even hire part-time baking help or expand into e-commerce.
And what about the risks? Are there any challenges to watch out for?
Definitely. Irregular market traffic can be an issue, so the solution is to sell at multiple markets. Underpricing is another common mistake, but you can avoid that by tracking your ingredient costs carefully. Spoilage is a risk too, but small batches and proper storage can help. And of course, you need to make sure you're complying with local cottage food laws.
That's a good point. Legal compliance is crucial. What does the guide say about that?
It emphasizes checking your state's cottage food laws and making sure your labeling complies with pet treat regulations. You'll want to include an ingredient list and avoid making any medical claims. Setting up an LLC and getting basic product liability insurance is also recommended.
Got it. So, to wrap this up, what are the key takeaways here?
The main takeaway is that starting a pet treats business is not only doable, but also highly accessible. With just $500 or less, you can launch in as little as 7 days, starting with a few simple recipes and a farmer's market booth. The pet industry is growing, local buyers love artisan products, and dogs are always ready for a treat. It's a business model that's flexible, scalable, and fun.
I love it. Start small, start local, and start this week. It's such a great example of how a simple idea can turn into a profitable venture. Who knows? Maybe this weekend, someone listening will be baking their first batch of peanut butter oat bites.
Absolutely. And if they do, I hope they remember to save a sample for their own furry friend. That's today's business blueprint. If you want deeper guidance, marketing, AI, and scaling strategies, you'll find them inside the Blueprint Room, our coaching community for people building real businesses. Go to theblueprintroom.space to become a free member. You can explore today's blueprint and join us at theblueprintpress.today. Until next time, start simple, scale smart.